All right, let's take a quick little look at the latest and greatest iteration of the uh, English language development course in Moodle 2.0 with Denver Public Schools. So you are the facilitator. You are taking a look at this probably to see what's new, what's going on with your course, and what are the changes that you can look forward to in the summer launches as well as in the fall launches. Well, right away you can tell that there's a new look and feel to the course overall. I'm in here logged in as myself, but you can see that the course is kind of lined up nicely and neatly in one quote-unquote page. As a facilitator, you'll have the option to turn off future sessions or future assignments if you don't want your students to be looking ahead or working on those ahead of time. Right now I'm going to go ahead and switch my role to teacher so that we can get a look at what this looks like to the facilitator and the person that's going to be leading these courses. So I switch my role to teacher and I wait for it to log in. So now that I'm enrolled in as a teacher, on the upper right hand corner I see the turn editing on button. This is where I'm going to be allowed to make any changes to my course or to my course page. So from the turn editing on, I instantly now get these icons that allow me to edit and change within this front page. I also have the opportunity to add an activity or to add a resource. We'll take a look a little bit later on a deeper dive of Moodle of what these resources look like, but here's where the activities can be added, and here's also where the resources can be added. A couple of quick things to make sure that you can see as the teacher and the facilitator on record is that on the left hand side, your course administration underneath settings, you have the option to create groups for your users here. You also can go directly into grades. Outcomes are the pass-fail, and that's for the end of the course. But the grades themselves, so if you want to pop in and see, read their journals, check their assignments, give them the pass-fail on whether or not those assignments were completed, this is where you can do that. Not only will you be able to do that from the grader report, but you can see that there's a plethora of different options you have for your reporting within Moodle now. Another thing to take a look at is that you can also switch your role. At any time you can go in as a student and you can see what the learners see from their perspective. On the left hand side too, I wanted to make sure that you can see the main menu. You have the course discussion forum. This is one forum for the entire course. And then you have the news forum, which currently is kind of turned off. If you choose to turn this on, the news forum is great for the facilitator to get information out to their learners weekly. They could do, I've seen it used well for updated weekly digests of what's going on in the discussion forum, what's the assignments to be looking ahead at, and what are the kind of the big ideas that were captured. We're going to take a look at the course discussion forum because this will look a little bit different. One of the activities that you'll be doing today or in the next couple weeks before you get your class is you'll go into your course and you'll want to make sure that instead of Zach, who is our content course developer, our online course developer, we want to make sure that this says your name. So the facilitator itself should be the started by. The way that you'll change that or do that is that you'll go to the one that you want to change, you'll click on it, click on add a new discussion topic, and you'll paste the existing 3.4 that's in here into a new discussion topic, and that'll then put it on your name. Other things to be aware of are the navigation is a little bit cleaner. We have what are called the back cookies, so you can be able to track back to previous pages and sections you were in, as well as this first landing page. You have the option mentioned before to turn them off for the other individuals in the course. So if I'm the teacher and I only want session 1 to be shown, I can click on this eyeball on the right hand corner, and that's going to hide it now from the student. The students will not be able to see that. If I make that shown, now they can see it again. I also can highlight the particular session I'm working on. Now this works for both the facilitator and the learner, so that's something that's the same on both sides. The very last thing I want to show you really quickly is the ability to add a block on the left. Again, this is something that if you wish to dive deeper you can, but on a quick check you can add a calendar or a checklist on the left hand side of your course itself. Take a look, take a quick drive around. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact somebody in our office. We will get back to you as soon as we can and help you out and let you know what next steps there might be. We also will be hosting periodic deep dives into the features and overviews within the learning management system. So be sure to be on the lookout for those.